What do you expect to change if you don't? Or how can you expect things to change if you don't? Think about this for a second. You're not happy with the way your hypnotherapy business is, but you're not prepared to change. And if you're not prepared to change, if you're not prepared to do things differently, then how on earth can you expect your hypnotherapy business to change and grow and become stronger, become a better business? How can you become a better therapist, a better hypnotherapist if you're not prepared to change? If you stay to the end of this, I'll share 3 things that you can do starting today that will help you start to see things differently and will help you get to see the need for you to change before the things around you can change. Nothing changes when you keep repeating the same process. So if you want to grow your business, you have to be really honest with yourself and take a step back and look at what you're not doing. Because in most cases, your business isn't growing, not because you're doing something wrong, it's because you're not doing something. A lot of therapists that I meet say, Paul, I'm a great therapist, I'm a great hypnotherapist, and I don't want to do any marketing. But how the heck can you expect to get repeat clients, a constant flow of new clients, if you're not prepared to do any marketing? Also, another one I've got is, I find this really peculiar, is that you might expect your clients to pay you anything from £300 to £3,000 to work with you, and yet you as a therapist are not prepared to put your hand in your pocket to get help. Now, yes, you'll pay for a new course, a new shiny object, a new this, a new that, a new the other, but then you just ditch them because they're not what you want. You can buy 1,000,000 courses. If you don't take action on those courses, just like buying a book, if you buy a book and you don't sit down and read the book and take notes and apply those notes into action, you may as well just burn the thing. You may as well use it as a doorstop or something. It doesn't serve you any purpose. If you want things to change, you have to change. Look at business. Yeah, logos are important, websites are important, branding is important, your content is important. There's lots of stuff that is important to run a business successfully. But if you don't change, you can have all of that stuff and nothing's going to happen because you're not doing what you need to do. So here are 3 things that you can do right now that will help you make the changes. The first one, probably the most important one, is find your compelling reason. The next thing you need to do is ask yourself this: do you have goals? Have you set yourself goals? Do you know what you really want? Do you know where you want to be in 5, 10, 15, or 20 years from now? If you don't, you are like a rudderless ship just going round and around in circles. You and your career need a goal. Now, you don't actually need to reach that goal because the journey is the most important thing we need to focus on here. But if you've got no goals, you're aimless. How do you know if you're improving if you've not set yourself any goals? How do you know you're going to get anywhere because you don't know where you're going? You have to have a destination if you want to grow and succeed as a hypnotherapist. You've got to get rid of this poverty mindset. Oh, I'll never have any money. Oh, that's too expensive. I can't afford this. I can't afford that. I can't really charge clients much more because the economy is really bad and nobody's got any money, and all these kinds of. Get rid of that poverty mindset. People are still spending money. People are still going on holidays. Look up in the sky. Those aeroplanes are full of people who have paid money to go on holiday. So if they've got no money, where's that money come from? Yeah. People are in the shops buying clothes. People are buying new cars. People are doing all kinds of things with money. So get rid of your poverty mindset. Really just ditch it completely. And if you need help, get help. I said 3 things, but this is the 4th one. You must be honest with yourself. You've got to be honest with yourself. And what I mean is you've got to be truthful to yourself. If you have other commitments apart from your hypnotherapy business, let's say you're still working full-time or part-time and you've got a family, you've got kids, maybe you're a single parent, I don't know. You've got to sit down and be honest with yourself. Look at how much time you have each week to work on your business. Whether that's 5 hours or 25 hours or 30 hours, be honest with yourself. I worked with someone last week on this, And this person said, oh, I've got 30 hours. And then we analyzed those 30 hours. It worked out, in fact, that they only had 20 hours. And of the 20 hours, when I kind of pushed a little bit, they were only working 1 or 2 hours. The rest of the time was busy work. They weren't doing anything to generate potential clients. They weren't doing lots of content. They weren't doing lives, weren't doing videos, weren't doing anything. They weren't even kind of figuring out what niche they wanted to be, or they hadn't refined their niche, they hadn't done any research. You must be honest with yourself. Do you really want to replace your full-time or part-time income with your hypnotherapy business? If you do, then you know what you have to do. If you don't know, ask me. But please be honest with yourself. So there are 4 things that you can start doing right now to help you change, to make the things around you change. So work on your goals, find that compelling reason, get rid of that poverty mindset and arching over everything else. Be honest with yourself.